Hello everybody and welcome back into episode 10 of Medieval Dynasty. I don't know what we're going to call this one yet. I decided I wanted to shoot another video today because, I am fueled by good old bean water, likes, and subscriptions. I have the one. Please nourish my hungry soul with likes and subscriptions. Otherwise, I fear I may wither away. So we have to wait until next season before we can talk to Derwan again. But we've been doing quests here in Astoria. We've done quests in Piastovia, and we have done quests in Skauki. We have not been up north here to Klonica. So I figured we'd come up here and we would take a look at that. So, without further ado, and our trusty Steve. By the way, we have a 13th subscriber. Please make yourself known. I would love to give you a shout out and name my trusty mount after you. So, pretty please leave a comment. And let's go see what this person needs. Let's go see how we can save their
How can
day.
I help you?
Can I help you with something? Oh, you seem annoyed. Run. Torsten, run. I'm always like that, since one piggy in my herd is constantly wandering off from the rest. Fortunately, it always goes east. I'm tired of picking it up over and over. Could you do that for me at least once? Sure. What does this piggy look like? Well, he's small, 3 years old, but soon to be 4. The name's Whistlaw, and he's a curious little piglet. Remind him to come back and not to stray too far from the village. Many thanks. Just to remind him, right? I can even chase him back. Come out, wherever you are. This should be fun. Why do I... 5 salty sticks? What are salty sticks? East of Klonica. Okay. Am I looking for... Something tells me I'm not really looking for a pig. What was that sound? Piggy, piggy, piggy. It would seem I have found him. You're not a piggy. Hello. Well, hello there. You're a strange little piglet. This is how my mom calls me. You must be her friend. Not really. I'm kind of a stranger. She hasn't taught you very well, has she? That's right. She's worried and wants you to come home. I won't. Go. I'm playing hide and seek with my toy horse. His name is Chestnut. No one will find him, ever. Is he lost? When I find him, will you promise to come home? Want to bet? If I find him, you're going home. When I find him, he'll be mine, unless you swear to go home. Huh, you can try, but you won't win. No one knows where he hid in the wood pile. Watch and learn. This is the smallest of the surrounding piles of wood. There's not much to search through unless the toy is really small. Take a closer look and flip a few pieces of wood. You flip through a few pieces of wood, but just as you guessed, there's nothing of interest in this pile, apart from a few worms fleeing in terror in the rotten apple stump. Leave this spot. What are you doing, dog? Hey, leave it. Check. You stand in front of a freshly chopped large pile of firewood. The scent of resin lightly teasing your nostrils. Search the pile for the toy horse hidden by a whistle. The pile is quite homogeneous, consisting almost exclusively of small-sized chunks of firewood, apart from a single long stick, which catches your eye immediately. Take the long stick and look at it in more detail. This isn't a random stick that fell from a tree. It has been carefully worked to serve as a spine of a toy. You can notice that it is slightly worn in the area where the child placed the toy between his legs during play. Leave the spot with the stick. Okay. Let's inspect the large overgrown pile. You approach a heap of wood waste. It contains a variety of broken objects thrown away by the villagers of Klonica. Search through the pile to find anything resembling a wooden toy. You're searching through the garbage, picking up discarded defective planks and broken cartwheels when an inconspicuous little piece of wood catches your eye. Take a small piece of wood and take a closer look at it. It is a short, carefully polished wooden stick. It looks like a toy horse handle. Leave the heap. Inspect the old overgrown wood pile. This kid. He didn't hide it in one. This pile of wood has been lying here for a while. It's overgrown by plants, and the wood is visibly older and more fragile. Rip the ivy clear and the top few pieces. You notice there's a small space under the top layer of wood. Put your hand between the wood and feel if something in there is worth noting. Kid, I don't like sticking my hand in gaps. That's not entirely true, but you conclude the dried up small poops and nuts that a small animal used to hide here. Put your hand carefully inside and check for anything interesting. Your hand comes across a large, hard piece of wood that doesn't match the rotten old logs around it. The piece has a strange shape that you can easily grasp and pull out. You leave this old pile with the head of a toy wooden horse that's missing a stick and a handle. I got you now, buddy Jim. You're not the guy. I told you it couldn't be found. As a matter of fact, I found it, but it's in pieces. Are you making fun of me? It was ripped into 3 parts, each in a different pile. The horse is quite good at hide and seek. It even managed to dismember itself. That's impossible. You cheat. I don't want a broken toy. Throw it away. Don't worry, it's only 3 elements. Ta-da! See, I already put it back together. You're about to get me off balance. Look, the stick is inserted here and it's good as new. Oh, it's fixed, but now I won't be getting a new one. Wah, calm down, boy. Let's make a deal. I'll keep the toy horse, and you'll tell your parents it was lost. I can't stand whiny kids. In that case, the toy is mine. Keep the horse. One day, eventually, you'll get a new one, and you'll have a pair. I'll have 2? Yeah, that's an even better idea. Chestnut looks tired. Take him to my mom. Sure, I don't want you to hurt yourself along the way by galloping on a worn-out toy. I should go home. Now, Mom's probably worries. Besides, I'm hungry. I'm sure she has some salty snacks. Sure she does. Don't stray too far from home again. Is that so? Okay. Good enough. Where's the boy's mother? Miss, before we begin, I would like to point out 2 things. 1, I have a virtual wife named Rixa back on the outskirts of Piestovia, and I have a real life wife, who is napping. And I would like to say that in the all of 10 minutes that I have known you, both of them combined are not nearly as vexing. Shout out to Mrs. Scarecrow. I love you, baby. How did it go with my little piglet? From now on, Whistler should stick closer to the settlement. So, he won't stray away anymore. What did you do? Or rather, what was so interesting back there? He broke apart his toy horse and hid it in the piles of wood. Piles of wood. You can find all sorts of things in there. He wanted to draw attention to himself, but I talked some sense into him. Maybe. I haven't gotten enough time. I am constantly tending to the piggies. Whistlaw is too small to help me. Accept these salty snacks as my gratitude. It's my family recipe. If you fancy more, I can sell you some extra treats. I prepare them every season. Thank you. If I enjoy them, I will come back for more.
Hello.
You sell pretzels. Way overpriced. What's $1? You sell pretzel sticks. Yum.
Want to see you soon.
Uh-oh. Family is out of firewood again. Alright, so I wanted to show y'all a little something on the way back that I had discovered on my way up. Let's see, are there any more quests up here to do? No. Another one in Astoria. I'm not eager to go and do it, though. I have done enough for these freaking people. Okay? Done enough. Come on. Let's go, Craig. That's the only subscriber that I've gotten a notification for, so the only one that I know who you are. So this donkey's name is Craig. He's also my brother. He's gonna love it. I named my ass after my brother. Now, let's see here. It seems there is another. There is a few. And there's even a bandit. I'm about to fist fight this guy, though. You want to take me on, we're gonna go. Elric?
How can I help you?
Do you live here? Do bear shit in the woods, my friend? Heck yeah, I live here. I'm the king of the swamp, baby. How? I'm scared to go deeper into the How? What do you do for a living? I create sweet pie. Oh yes, I am an artist and this land is my canvas. I dip my brush in the swamp all day long. That's right, honey. Anyway, what's the human translation of what you just said? No idea, partner. My job is so fresh it has no name. I'm somewhere between a herbalist and a fucking god. You and I are gonna be buddies. And I really like your eye makeup. He's got kind of a, think Vikings. What was his name? Floki. Potions, mixtures, elixirs, draughts, tonics, every concoction that you can dream of, pig lips. You scare and fascinate me at the same time. I think you're sick in the head. We might be best friends from now on. Yep.
See you around.
Okay, good enough for me. I do love his little shanty shack. Alright. Now, back to the abandoned structure that I have found on my way through here. At least I hope it's abandoned, otherwise I'm about to raid some... Ah, there it is. Yes. There's moose. Moose are very meaty animals. Let's see if we can find anything good. A coin purse. I don't want to know what that sound is. Oh, dear me. Copper knife, we can take that. I'm almost scared to try. There is a chest in here. Let's open it up. A bronze knife, 2 buckets, and some useless straw. But I do now know this is a good area to find moose. So it's definitely a place we are going to be coming back to. Now, with spring drawing to a close, I think it is in our best interest to just cut across the swamp to the other road and just head straight home where we can begin our summer harvest in the morning. Hoping and praying clay pits. I've noticed these clay pits actually appear on the map because I know where I am situated there are clay pits over here, and I think there's also some, yeah, there's some right here. It really doesn't do much to show off the caves, but it does show off the location of clay pits, which might actually be where I stick. I might just take over this little area right here. Which, because I found that guy Elric up there, it really makes me wonder what's up over here. But at any rate, we need to go home and get the wife and daughter some firewood. They've used it all already. Let's see. Yes. I think I need to once my little hamlet area comes into view, I should just create a road that kind of just like cuts across. So how y'all doing on food? They don't eat much. Oh, nope. But they poop much. That is good. Because that manure eventually can be turned into fertilizer that I'm not going to have to spend a small fortune. Let's see. Need those. I'm going to need to get some more leather though. See, put the salty. What do you have? This dog. I'm telling you, he's going to be the death of me. Wood. And logs. Ripping apart wood with my bare hands. finished it off, I guess.
Living here is definitely better than living on the road, but
Oh, you complaining again? Ay, 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 this woman. Alright. Half of that goes there. And half of that goes there. I thought you weren't getting up till 3, baby. Hmm?
the humble beginning.
Okay. Now we need to return and speak to Derwan. And then I'm going to finalize this, and hopefully this is going to end the, hopefully this will finish the Stay Vigilant quest line. Because I don't know, because now everybody, everywhere, they all have new quests, and except for the one with that boy, like, it's just a lot of running back and forth, and it's really taxing and getting on my nerves. And like, Toplets, if you weren't ready to like truly implement a quest line, you probably shouldn't have yet. Just saying. Wake up. Salutations. How's your master-apprentice relationship doing? Has Lubos improved? The last delivery was a mess again. I had to intervene and apologize to the disappointed neighbors. I had some hard times with Lubos, but I have high hopes that we both get out of this stronger. He just needs proper encouragement. Why do I feel like you're explaining yourself to me? There's no need for that. What can I say? I've told him as clearly as I could what to do. The young are easily distracted. Not long ago, I was just like him. That's understandable. It's going to pass. While we're at it, I need to ask you a favor again. I commanded the boy to focus more on his job again. He's got a new task. Could you check how he's handling it? What is it this time? I hope you're done with the delivery boy thing. I'm already scared. It would be wise to leave the town for safety reasons before the chaos breaks loose. Then I should see how he's doing to prevent any new misunderstandings. Calm down. This time I've only asked him to investigate a quarrel between 2 residents. Lubos is only reporting the case back to me. I wouldn't underestimate your apprentice's unusual understanding of commands. I'll see what he has learned. Not gonna curse myself because, of course, he's gonna botch it up. Lubos! Oh yeah, look at that. See, the boy is hard at work. It's you again. What's the problem this time? Derwan's awaiting a report about the conflicted villagers. Are you on the case? There's no conflict anymore. I've handled everything. So no reporters needed. At least not right now, anyway. Congratulations. That was swift. What was their problem? Is it really? That doesn't seem like you. You shouldn't keep Derwan waiting. Was it serious? What do you think? The farmer named Ossibir sold some rotten seedlings and smelly grain to stallholder Markoslaw. What else could you imagine those commoners arguing about? That's a serious case. Old grain can make people sick. I'm glad it's over before it did any harm. You're right on this one. That's exactly what I was picturing in my head. That's indeed a case not worth trouble or attention. It's good that they settled it quickly.
A vendor wanted to sell me white powder, telling me that thanks to it my clothes will be as new. I bet it was just some flour.
Probably. Or, you know. That's serious case. Yep. If you say so, I'm glad they did it like real men. It's too bad they didn't. It's too bad they didn't last longer. Ossenberg got wounded with the first blow and ran away. I think his opponent is pretty satisfied with how it ended. What happened to the man? Did he survive? I have no idea. I couldn't care less about following him. To me, the case is over. But if you're curious, you can always check on him. He lives with the cow lady. I have to learn about his fate. Your master is waiting for a report. I think you won't get away. I think you won't get away this time. Derwan will be mad. I'm going to the cowshed. You should be going.
What's going on?
Nothing.
I've got to go.
This is bad. My cows feel a lot better without the shady onions. What do you need? I'm looking for Ossibir. Is he well? I haven't seen him in a while. It's unusual for him to be late from work. I hope he's not in trouble. Is that why you're asking? There's no need to worry. I asked out of courtesy. Just wished to speak with the man. I believe he was hurt in a quarrel with Marcuslaw. I am looking for him to see if he's all right. Those two men. They came for him in the morning. What did they do to him? I thought they were going to talk about some seedlings. What's going on here? Please calm down. I heard that he ran away from the two you mentioned, but may still require some help. He may be bleeding to death right now. Okay. I'm just going to go with that one. He must be hiding somewhere because he was afraid they'd come by our house. My brave Ossibir. He never goes far from town or his field. They shouldn't bother you. The quarrel was between them. I'll look around for him. Alright. Come on, donkey. Craig. I trample through the grain. Yee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Glad it doesn't do anything to it. Okay. Sorry. Whoops. Okay, here we go. Alright. What's the next closest location? Alright, so it looks like we're going to go... follow this road till we can get back into the town. We're right here.
Isn't it weird that only women while no animals do?
Oh, he ain't here. Funny, he's gonna be in the last place I look. And that's gonna be the barber surgeon. Ossibir, who are you? Ossibir, I heard you were wounded. How are you holding up? I don't want any visitors. I need to rest. I heard about your quarrel with Marcuslaw. Derwan would like to know what happened between you two. Your wife is getting worried. She doesn't know where you've gone. Everyone was talking about you running all covered in blood. Do you need any help? I don't know what went through his head. He was acting like a wild beast, my old sniff friend. And there was this young fellow. He had the time of his life, laughing. Don't push yourself. I can see you're still suffering. Forgive me, I'm still in a lot of pain. You see, I was sewn up by the barber surgeon. He told me I might live to be old after all, if I stay out of trouble. What led you to end up like this? Just before I went... And me? You really can't make so much trouble. You don't have people learn. Let's see. Just before I went into the fields, I was visited by that lad Lubos and my friend Markov. Well, they told me it was about some rotten seedlings, and they asked me to come along. The young apprentice took us to the secluded place on the outskirts of the town and suddenly stopped. The lad threw 2 axes under our feet and screamed, "Settle this like real men here and now." That's barbaric. He forced you to turn against a friend. Huh. It must be common where he comes from, a trial by combat of some sort. I wouldn't be surprised if it was the way he used to get out of problems on his own in the past. I was stunned, didn't know what to do. My unexpected opponent picked up his axe immediately. I've only heard him scream, "I trusted you," while the weapon had already sunk into my chest. Leave it! You are lucky to be alive. The wound could knock down an enraged bull. I'm impressed with your endurance. Anyone else would bleed to death running that distance. You are in good hands now. Do not think about the incident anymore. I've got no quarrel with Markuslaw. Tell him if you see him, I just wish to have peace again and go home. Get some rest. You're in good hands. I'll pay Markuslaw a visit. Oh, that boy gone. Get it! Alright, this is personal. That boy done jacked up. Ooh. Markuslaw. Now what? Can my family finally have some peace? I've just visited Ossibor in the sick house. He survived your duel and is going to make it out. Pshaw, that's disappointing. It seems I didn't try hard enough. I'll break him again if I have to, but this time for good. That's a bold statement. What makes you think he deserves that? I heard you're the new justice warrior here. What are Ossibir's crimes? Did he sell you rotten onions? I'd be pissed off too. I'd totally fool you, pal. You bet I am. He won't get away with it. There will be no mercy for thieves and harassers. My poor child was in grave danger. What? Ossibir was one of my suppliers. Only he knew where I stored my stock and my precious wine, and now almost all of it is gone. You could always talk first and find a solution. It's just a drink made from some fruits. I can imagine your grief. It's hard these days to get your hands on proper wine with a rich fruit banquet. That's not the only fruit he decided to take for himself. He seduced my daughter, my sweet apple. She started sneaking out at night. When I caught them, her clothes were all covered in red stains. That must have been my wine. He used it to lure her, and, I almost caught him then, but he ran to the northern gate. It doesn't sound like she's doing anything against her will. Your daughter is almost an adult. This doesn't hold together. So this, by your reasoning, adds up to a quiet farmer, Ossibor, making night excursions with your daughter. You may be right. It adds up quite well. He didn't realize Ossibor. Okay. It doesn't. No. If he were innocent, he would not run away. There are no doubt he's responsible. You shouldn't take revenge into your own hands before getting sure of his guilt. I don't regret a thing. The only thing I feel sorry for is Ossibor's wife. Oh, I forgot about that. She's waiting for any news about her husband. I've heard enough. Does not justify putting an axe in him. However, well, it seems as if he has been a rather naughty boy, so... Oh, I've got a harvest to do. I forgot about that. I was trembling from fear. Did you learn anything? I bring news about Oscar. He's recovering under the care of the barber surgeon. Oh, thank you. He's been sewn up and needs to rest. It's going to be fine. Don't worry about him. He'll live. I can't really tell you what the side effects are going to be. You'll have to wait and see. We'll be fine with that one. Why would anyone hurt him so badly? It's unbearable for me. We will live in fear for the rest of our lives. I don't believe Oscar is guilty of anything. The case is a misunderstanding, and your husband will do anything to end it peacefully. He's accused of stealing wine and seducing Markosov's daughter. Many pieces of evidence support that. No, that's impossible. He would never. He's too shy to even talk to my cows. How could he do this to me? And he started drinking? He never touched a drop. That's not my husband anymore. He doesn't drink? That doesn't match Markosov's story. How could he? Crying? How could he do this to... Never mind. I have to go. Lubos. You're next, my young friend. Come here. What's that sour look on your face? You've made a big mess of this town. Again. What's this about? Does the girl miss me? Ooh, I mean him already? Damn it, I'll have to find another source of pleasure. Tell Derwan I'm ready for another task. Are you kidding? You've been playing with me all along. You didn't even care if the man died. You're the king of pure evil and mischief. Congratulations. Fortunately, the man lives. Those shenanigans almost killed a man, and you've made a foul out of Derwan again. Why are you so stiff? Never mind. So you say the farmer lived through it? Damn. I don't understand what Derwan sees in you. It does not make any sense. Your relationship with the master is the most bizarre apprenticeship I've ever seen. I'm starting to believe you both want to destroy this town from within. Old man Derwan isn't that innocent himself. Nasty was his band during the war. I'm gentle as a lamb compared to him. He's been helping the people for years, so you're a match up. Okay. No, I know all about his story, okay? Most people aren't proud of the animal they have to become in combat. We'll leave it at that. He's helped the people of Piastovia for years. He's been resolving conflicts with a fist and an axe for years. It's worked well for him. Otherwise, he wouldn't be here. Now, get your report ready and you'll see. Don't let the master wait. Giddy up. We'll see who's going to laugh at the end. Oh, yes, we will, boy. Oh, I'm not going to let this go till I see this boy dangle from a noose. It's a little piece of shit. He set the whole thing up because he wants that girl. Mark my words. How's the report? Lubos has already dealt with the problem in his own twisted way. That's great to hear. That was going to be his next task after learning about the core of the quarrel. It's a shame he didn't inform me on his own. I could pat him on the back first. Hold your horses with the applause. 2 people almost died when he organized a trial by combat. That was insane. Osmer was wounded. He was the source of the quarrel, but hoarded it back. Instead, he gave the axes to the conflicted folks and told them to resolve it like real men. Did he really do that? I haven't heard anyone use this method to settle disputes since my time in the army years ago. Leave the boy to me. I'll deal with the aftermath of his actions. That's it? Don't you want to know what happened? You're not surprised? How come? And what about the report? 1 person was wounded, and there's no sign of worry on your face. Fine. Tell me what happened and let's be done with it. Osmer was accused of stealing Markosov's wine and harassing his daughter. But in fact, it was Lubos all along, and the poor farmer is innocent. Yes, it sounds like him. Well now, thank you for the details. I'll handle the further unrest between the affected families. Lubos has never done anything right in this town. What is the real reason for your special treatment of him? Cut the crap already. The boy has never cared for anyone besides himself. Why are you covering his misdeeds? One might think you want to destroy Piastovia from within using your own twisted apprentice. It's bizarre since you're a devoted... Ooh, do I really want to be that straight? Yeah, okay, you know what? Cut the crap already. You see, I can't give up on him just like that. I've made a promise to someone, a comrade who died in my own hands. Bled out because of me. I owe the boy. I owe him a father. And you better start raising him right. Lubos is my old friend's son. We both served under one king in the same band, and the man was my right hand. His name was Jurgis. Our unit was responsible for the dirty work. We usually worked at night, repairing ambushes, eliminating enemy leaders in their beds, or setting fires to the sieged forts. You were a band of murderers. There's nothing honorable about putting a knife through sleeping men. That must have required a lot of wit and coordination. I've never heard of units like this one. You probably didn't leave many witnesses. I understand what he had to do. There was an unending demand for our work from various lords and petty nobles. None of them would acknowledge doing this publicly, but we've secured many of their seats. Until the very last day, the reward for the ambush was so high that it clouded my judgment, and I've sent all of my men to certain doom. Jurgis died in my hands, telling me with his last breath to take care of his young son if he ever needed a father. In that case, I truly feel for you. That promise only caused you trouble. So your strategy is that Lubos gets himself killed eventually, and that problem will be solved. What's that sour look on your face? I would never break a vow taken. Listen, you've done a lot for me, but there's one more thing I want to ask of you. Please let me kill him. There's an important load of goods coming next season, and I'm sending Lubos for it. But he will need an escort since it's not from a licensed source. I feel sorry for you after hearing all of that. You can count on me. Now knowing about your dark past, it would be unwise to refuse. I'm not sure about all of that, but I don't want to be the one who breaks promises either. I'm not liking this. Come on, Muley. It's time we head back. Already at 42 minutes. I try to keep these at about a half hour, but it never seems to work out that way. Alright. We have a harvest. You're gonna carry all these carrots. Whoops. Wrong button. We'll see if I can actually have a use for those carrots here in the future. Come here, boy. A little closer, if you please. I wonder if the horse can even move with all that. Oh well. I'll have a whole day to plant more cabbage. Oh. I bet you didn't expect to hear me come walking through the door after you fed that. What's up? Okay.
I should bring my relatives over. Maybe not cousin Matthews, though.
Yeah, I can make. Yeah, okay, I can make. How many carrots is it gonna take me? Because that's all gone. Keep hitting the wrong button. Was there another quest we had to wait for? Oops. I can keep that for something, I'm sure. I'll drop him 10 pounds worth. I'll take all the wooden bowls. Oops. Take all the rot. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, folks. This is where I'm going to leave it for this episode. Seems like a lot of things have come out. And it is rather sad. But, you know what? There is still more to the truth of the matter. So we will be finding out in the next season, in the next episode. So until then, I am your host, Scarecrow, signing off.